Hello, budget bakers. Welcome back. Today, we are going to be making homemade cranberry sauce. Yes, we are, because it is super affordable. So this recipe for cranberry sauce costs approximately, well, you know what? It really depends because it depends how much you spend on your frozen cranberries. So I am actually using these frozen cranberries. And around holiday time, you can get them on sale for maybe a couple dollars a bag. So for this recipe, all we need are the cranberries, a cup of sugar, we need a cup of water, we need a little bit of orange zest. I used mandarin zest because that's what I had, a dab of cinnamon, a dab of salt, and that's really it. So we are going to get started. I'm going to try something a little bit different today. So usually you guys can see me in my face and hear me talking throughout the whole video. So today what I'm going to do is I am actually going to show you what I'm doing up close. And I want to know what you guys think, what type of video that you like better. All right, so let's get to it. Let's make some homemade cranberry sauce just in time for the holidays. Okay, friends, here we are. We are making our homemade cranberry sauce. So what we're going to do is we are going to start by taking 1 cup of sugar and 1 cup of water, and we're going to put them into our pot. And I have this turned up to medium heat. So I am going to go ahead and put in my water. And then I am going to add my 1 cup of sugar. And now what we're going to do is we are going to bring this to a boil on medium. I'm going to turn it up just a smidge. We're going to bring this up. And then after it boils, we are going to add our berries until they burst. So I am going to stand here, kind of incorporate the sugar into the water, and I'm going to wait until it boils, and then we will move on to the next step. Here we go. Our water is boiling. It didn't take very long at all, just a few minutes. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a whole bag of cranberries. This is a 12-ounce bag. So we are going to go ahead and add our cranberries into the boiling water. And what we're going to do now is we are going to let it continue to boil. So I'm going to turn it back up just a smidge. So we're going to let this boil again. And as it starts to boil, the cranberries are going to burst. And that's what we want because that's what's going to give us our whole berry cranberry sauce. All right, so I am going to allow this to come to a boil again. It sounds like it's starting because I just added a whole bunch of cold cranberries. And as soon as it starts to boil, we'll be back. The water has come to a boil, and I just turned it down because if you listen, you can hear the cranberries start to pop. And I really didn't want them popping out at me. So I turned it down. So now we're just going to let it simmer. And we're going to, whoa, did you see that? And we're going to let the cranberries pop. Look at that. You see the water is now, it's a nice deep red color. And then after we let this simmer for a little bit until all the cranberries kind of burst, then we are going to add our spices. We're going to add a touch of salt, some cinnamon, and some orange zest to this. Now, the great thing about this recipe, guys, is you can create it to taste, meaning how you like it. So if you want a little more sugar, add more sugar. If you want a little less sugar, leave some out. If you want to add more cinnamon, less cinnamon, you see what I'm saying? So it's very customizable, which is great. All right, let me turn her back up just a little bit. Like I said, I don't want it popping out at me, but I do want to go ahead and get these bursted. And they've started to, but what'll happen is the longer we let it sit, the thicker this is going to get. And the less like whole berries these cranberries are going to look. Okay. So this is what takes the most time, to be honest with you, this step right here. Because after this step and after we add our spices, it's done. You take it off the heat and you let it thicken up. That's it. All right. So I am going to stand here and stir this a little bit. And when it is good and ready, I'm going to come back and show you. I just wanted to pop on and check in with you so that you can see how it's coming along. As you can see, most of the berries have popped and the sauce is turning a dark red in color. And I have to tell you, it's smelling delicious. I cannot wait to add the spices because then it is going to be like 10 times as fragrant. So I'm going to stir this for another couple of minutes and then I will be back and we will add our spicy goodness. I have turned off the heat. Does that not look delicious? I think it looks delicious. And I'd say from start to finish or to this point, we've been doing this maybe 15 minutes-ish. So it really doesn't take long, but you do want to keep stirring it so that you don't burn anything. Okay, so in this little ramekin, I have got everything that we are going to be adding in. Little salt, little cinnamon, and the zest. Like I said, I zested one mandarin orange. Oh my goodness, that smells fantastic. I wish you guys could smell it. Look at that. Look at that. We have cranberry sauce, friends. Yes, we do. Wow, that smells really good. I'm considering adding a dab more cinnamon, but to be honest with you, I don't know. I think if I had to guess how much cinnamon I added, maybe it was like 1/4 of a teaspoon. And then salt, less than that. It was just a little pinch. All right, so here we go. As you can see, it's starting to thicken up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just take it off the heat. I'm going to let it sit for a few minutes and thicken up, and then I'm going to transport it into another bowl, and I will show that to you as well. Well, that was quick and easy, and I have to tell you that this is delicious. I did not add more cinnamon. I left it just as it was. I tasted it, and it is delicious. Now, the longer that this sits, the more it will set and become thicker. But I have to show you, it's already thick. It's pretty much where it needs to be for whole cranberry sauce. So I'm going to take another little taste because it's that good. I can taste the cranberries, the sugar, the orange, a little smidge of cinnamon. It is delightful. So thank you for being here with me for another budget-friendly recipe, perfect for Thanksgiving, Christmas, or any holiday. And we'll be back soon with more budget baking. See you, friends.